This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so instead of maintaining our own data centers, just we're creating account in AWS and based on our requirement. And how can I know that? How many servers I have to build? Where I have to build? It's based on your project and your team. So whenever the project started, okay, your different teams will be there, like application team, database team, developer. They will like provide. They will discuss. We will discuss with everybody. Okay, whenever a project started. So how many servers they need, where they need, okay, which type of networks they need, how many users they need, like that. Everything will discuss, and based on the requirement, we'll start our here instance creation, maybe other service creations and all. So that is a AWS admin or DevOps admin role nowadays in terms of
Aman,
AWS. Yes, yes, Vicky, tell me.
okay, I have a question. So, where does system analyst fit into this picture? I mean, you were mentioning about project and this kind of stuff. So, what's the duty of a systems analyst?
You mean to say admin?
A systems analyst. I mean, there are profiles with systems analyst. Somebody who's with
Mm,
these kind of systems. So, is system analyst different than DevOps admin or DevOps or admin?
no, actually. So even I'm new to that system analyst terminology. Maybe generally team leads would be there, architect would be there.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you mean system analyst?
I don't know. I mean, there are tons of jobs on Naukri.com and with the title systems analyst, business systems analyst. I don't know.
Generally, business analyst will be there, but it's not related to DevOps.
Actually,
It's
business system.
completely maybe. So what you're referring, it might be like a business analyst, not system analyst. This is the first time I'm hearing that.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay, it might be business analyst, not system analyst.
actually,
Again,
there were.
yeah, business analyst. It's not a technical role. It's related to your project, I think so. Project coordination. So, like, what are the exact requirements? Maybe how we can make our project very efficiently, smoothly. I think those related. I think so. Not technical stuff.
I don't know. I mean, in those
Maybe he's asking what
it was like.
kind of job roles we can apply, maybe.
Now that question is valid, but
Yeah,
again, definitely you will come to know what kind of roles. So wherever you see our tool, just apply that. It doesn't matter what role it is. That's my
there was
simple suggestion.
That's a
there
good
were
answer.
so many tools mentioned, like cloud, then hybrid,
So
this
and
and that.
one more thing, Vicky. So I don't know. Still, your voice is completely. It's like out of scope. I don't know what's going on with you. So
I don't know.
this is
Yeah,
not
Even
first.
yeah,
Yeah,
properly. He
it's
did not proper enough.
yes. So everybody's voice is clear, but your voice is completely it's breaking. Not breaking. It's audible, but not at all clear voice.
Okay,
I
let me
don't know.
just
Just check your
switch.
speakers. Yeah, because you are asking good questions, but your voice is completely not clear. Okay. Yeah. So let's
Okay,
start, guys. So who is going to share the screen today?
We'll give a chance to Vikas this time, Amar.
Vikas, are you ready?
I don't have the setup, but I have Linux machines running. So if Linux machines works, I can set
Yes,
it.
yes. Linux is fine. It doesn't matter. But before that, I want to share my screen. So today's topic is IAM still. Okay. So one more topic pending in IAM. So let me know once you are able to see my screen. So guys, what is IAM? IAM stands for?
day-to-day access management.
Okay, what is the purpose?
We can create a user and we can give access to him.
Exactly. To AWS account, right? So we
Yeah.
are creating users in AWS account, not into Linux boxes, not for the
Right.
Linux boxes. To access AWS services, how you are able to access your account like from browser, right? Maybe admin. In the same way, sometimes developer, application team, and database guys also they may need access to your AWS account, but we don't provide our access, right? Our credentials. So we have to create their own credentials who need access. So that is what IAM. With the help of IAM only, we'll create users. Okay, and here let me tell you one scenario. Like again, IAM is not a free of service. Okay, again, let's assume that sometimes development team would be like a huge number, team size, 50, 100. Your project size would be your maybe your different teams. Application team might be like with 100 team members. So actually, we should not create that many users. It's a very hectic task. Not task actually. Again, maintaining this many users is not a secure thing in AWS. So there is a workaround for that purpose. Instead of directly providing creating a user to that particular team, everybody, what we will do means we will create a role. What is the difference between user and role, guys? Please try to understand. It's not a big deal actually. Sam, let's assume that you are a developer team, okay, development team. Now I am the admin. I created a user, okay, for you. So I created a user, maybe you console access as well as command line access are also I given. In that case, from where you will access my AWS? From like
You
where you can access my AWS account?
provide a link to me with some ID.
Yes.
Then I have to click on the link and I have to put the user
That
what
is
you have created.
browser. Okay. Yes, you're right. If you have user, you can log in from browser. Then what about command line? If I give your access key and secret key, from where you will access?
AWS configure we have to put.
Yes, AWS CLI. From which server I'm asking? From which server you will do that? From where you will install AWS CLI? It can be any machine, actually. It can be
Okay.
your laptop.
Any,
It can be any one of the Linux box which you have access.
okay.
There you will log in, you will install AWS CLI and you will do AWS configure. Then I
Right.
provide the access key and secret,
Right. Right.
right?
Yeah.
So instead of that, what I can do means instead of providing a like user for you, maybe let's assume that in development team now you have 50 members
Hmm.
or maybe 100 members, maybe 200 members in your team.
Okay.
In that case, like if I create users to everybody, 200 people, 200 users I have to create here,
Yes.
right? So in that
Yes.
instead of that, what I can do means I can create a role for your team.
Hmm.
So what is role means? Again, role is also kind of a access only, providing access only. But instead of providing a credentials, okay, so I'll create a role and I'll ask you, okay, so to which server you need this access? From which server you want to access my AWS account? You will maybe you may have already some EC2 instance in my
Yeah.
account, the
Sure.
same account, or
Hmm.
else I will create one more EC2 instance, and to that EC2 instance, I will attach that role.
Okay.
Okay, so and all of your team members will log into that EC2 from every time, and from there itself they can access my AWS account, AWS services. So that is how AWS IAM role works. So what is the
Okay.
difference between these two? Role and user mean
Because you
user
don't need to
if
create so many users. Because if it's a user, you need to create so many users. So there won't be security that much. If we
yes,
go with
that is one reason. Okay, that is one reason. One more reason is cost perspective also.
Yeah.
Cost also will be reduced. I no need to create 200 users for your team. Cost also, it's not a free service again. Okay, so how many there is a limit for that. How many users you create, that much bill again you have to pay. Okay, instead of doing like that, what I can do, so let's assume that like this is my AWS account. Okay, so and I do have around hundreds of servers, hundreds of EC2 instance. Out of it, your development team has access to number of maybe around 100 servers. Okay, if I create a user, maybe let's assume that I create a user called Sam. IAM user Sam. I created a user called Sam. In that case, so I will provide access to credentials to Sam. That's access key and secret key. So now Sam can log into any of one of the machine or from like even from multiple machines also, and he will provide that access. He will install AWS CLI and provide that credential, and he can access your AWS account from anywhere. But instead of user IAM role. Okay, if I create a IAM role called development can be any name your wish. Now this role particularly I have to attach to one or maybe how many machines you need access from everywhere. Okay, so I will attach that role to from AWS itself. From AWS itself, I will attach this role to respective EC2 instances from where you want to access. Again, you guys have to, everybody have to log into that EC2 instance. From there, you can access your AWS services. That is the difference between role and user. Okay, if at all I have to create role users, I have to create 200 users for you, for your team, because your team size is 200 members. Everybody should have their own credentials. They will log into Linux box also from with their users only, right? Not with common users. From there again, they have to do AWS configure. They have to provide AWS that access key and secret key. If it is individual user, but if it is role, so I will ask your list from how many EC2 instance you want to log in. So to all those EC2 instances, I will attach this role. Simply everybody like whoever which and definitely your team would have access to all your development servers, right? Everybody they can log into that EC2 instance. From there they can access the services. So I'm explaining in Telugu one more time, guys. Simple, guys. ఇక్కడ IAM లో 2 కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఒకటి యూజర్, వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ రోల్. యూజర్ ఏంటంటే నువ్వు ప్రతి ఒక్కడికి ఇండివిజువల్ యూజర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసి లైక్ వాడికి నువ్వు పర్టికులర్ గా EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ అని ఏం చెప్పం మనం. డెవాప్స్ అడ్మిన్ ఏం చెప్పాడు. ఎక్కడైతే వాడికి అవసరం ఉందో, లెట్స్ అజ్యూమ్ దట్ ఇవన్నీ డెవలప్మెంట్ సర్వర్స్. వాడికి ఎక్కడైతే అవసరం ఉందో అక్కడ AWS CLI ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకుంటాడు. అక్కడ నుంచి క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ పాస్ చేసి AWS సర్వీసెస్ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటాడు. బట్ అక్కడ ఏంటి, నీకు ఎంత మంది ఉంటే అంతమంది యూజర్స్ కి క్రియేట్ చేయాలి నువ్వు. యూజర్స్ అయితే మీ టీమ్ సైజ్ 100 అంటే 100 యూజర్స్ ని క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ బెస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ అన్ని యూజర్స్ ని క్రియేట్ చేయడం. ఎవడెప్పుడు ఉంటాడో తెలియదు, ఎవడెప్పుడు వెళ్తాడో తెలియదు కదా. ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ బెస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ to make it like that many users. Instead of that, for your development team, I can create a role. It's not a user, guys. ఒక రోల్ అన్నమాట, ఒక కాంపోనెంట్ అది. సో AWS లో నాకు ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ రోల్ ని తీసుకెళ్లి నేను డెవలపర్స్ ని అడుగుతా, ఏ EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ నుంచి నువ్వు AWS అకౌంట్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నావు, అక్కడ అటాచ్ చేసేస్తా డైరెక్ట్. సో ఆ EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఎవరైతే లాగిన్ అవుతారో వాళ్ళందరికీ AWS సర్వీసెస్ యాక్సెస్ అవుతాయి. ఈ రోల్ కి ఏం పర్మిషన్స్ ఉంటే ఆ పర్మిషన్స్ అన్ని వచ్చేస్తాయి వాళ్ళకి బై డిఫాల్ట్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ రోల్ కాన్సెప్ట్, గైస్.
One question,
Okay.
Amar, one
Yes.
question. Can we
Yes.
have this role in all the instances
Yes,
simultaneously?
definitely.
So that
You can.
wherever and whenever people want, they can use it from any instance.
Yes, you're right. That's what I will ask you. I will ask to developer from which EC2 instance they want to access. So for all the EC2 instance, I will attach this role. That is how it works. Both are for the same purpose. User is also for same purpose. Role is also for same purpose. But what is the difference? So user means you have to provide your credentials, access key and secret key. From anywhere you can access it. So wherever you need, simply you will install AWS CLI. You will do that AWS configure and configures your stuff. You can access only that particular user, because again, let's assume that SAM user. Okay, here this is one Linux box. Again, for this Linux box also, there will be like for SAM user, there will be one user. I'm not talking about the AWS user. I'm talking about Linux user. Sam will log in with a SAM user itself. Yes or no, Sam? It's not common for everybody again,
Right.
for your
Right.
team. So whenever Sam log in and Sam use that AWS configure and provide his credential, that will work only for Sam, because those credentials will be saved into SAM home directory. Okay, it won't be available to everybody again. Let's assume that to the same system, now Amar logged in. Amar is also maybe Bhargav logged in to the same system by using Linux user. Now Bhargav cannot use AWS commands, because that AWS configured for only SAM user, right? Now Bhargav logged in with his username to this Linux box. Now he cannot access AWS services. Again, he should have access if it is a user. But if it is a role, if I attach to this EC2 instance, who logged into this Linux box, anybody can use that AWS service. That is the difference. Guys, are you understanding? Okay, what
Explain
I'm
once
saying.
again,
What is the
explain
difference?
once
I'm sorry?
again. Explain once again. Please explain once again.
Okay, simple guys. User concept entante. Okay, so what is user concept means? When I create a user for SAM, so he will get credentials, access key and credentials, and wherever he need. Again, for Linux box also there will be SAM user, right? Okay, he will log in with SAM user to this Linux box, and when he logged into this system, and when he do AWS configure and provided his credentials, okay, he will be able to access the services, AWS services. And let's assume that to the same system, okay, Bhargav logged in now. Now, he, generally, if he use AWS command, it won't work out for him, because Sam configured his credentials in his own directory. Generally, when he saved that, when he did that AWS configure command, it will be only available to Sam, not to everybody. Even though he configured the credentials in this system only, now Bhargav cannot access that. Okay, Bhargav cannot run those AWS commands, because that is only for SAM. Here two users, guys. One is Linux box, one more is AWS user. Both are completely different, right? Here I don't have Bhargav user. So, but here in Linux box, I do have Bhargav user. He logged in with his credentials to the system. Now he cannot run AWS commands, because he don't have credentials, AWS configure credentials. So it won't allow you. Okay, that is the difference. So Telugulo
Understood.
explain చేసిన one more time.
Understood.
So guys,
Yeah.
user ఏంటంటే, ఓకే, ఇక్కడ SAM యూజర్ క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ వస్తాయి. అగైన్ హియర్ ఆల్సో ఐ హ్యావ్ SAM యూజర్. లైనెక్స్ యూజర్ లో కూడా నాకు SAM యూజర్ ఉన్నాడు. సో ఈ సిస్టమ్ కి SAM యూజర్ తో లాగిన్ అవుతాడు. లాగిన్ అయిన తర్వాత AWS కాన్ఫిగర్ ఇచ్చి ఈ క్రెడెన్షియల్, ఇక్కడ ఉన్న SAM యూజర్ క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ ఇక్కడ ఇస్తాడు. సో దాట్ SAM యూజర్ కి AWS అకౌంట్ యాక్సెస్ అవుతుంది. బట్ అగైన్ లెట్స్ అజ్యూమ్ దట్ ఇదే సిస్టమ్, భార్గవ్ కూడా డెవలపరే. భార్గవ్ కూడా ఇక్కడ లాగిన్ అయ్యాడు. లాగిన్ అయినప్పుడు వాడికి ఇక్కడ భార్గవ్ కి క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ ఉన్నాయా? లేవు. సో ఏడబ్ల్యూఎస్ కమాండ్స్ వర్కౌట్ అవ్వవు వాడికి. అది నేను చెప్పేది. బట్ అదే రోల్ అనుకోండి, ఓకే, ఒక EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ అటాచ్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ ఎంతమంది యూజర్స్ అని లాగిన్ అవ్వ, ఇప్పుడు 50 డెవలపర్స్ ఉన్నారు, 50 డెవలపర్స్ లాగిన్ అవుతారుగా EC2 ఇన్స్టెన్స్ కి, వాళ్ళందరికీ AWS కాన్ఫిగర్ యాక్సెస్ వస్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ హౌ ఇట్ వర్క్స్.
Amar, one
Simple.
quick question.
Yes.
If all the users try to access this particular role, then how will you implement the security?
Again, that's what again is the developer. This is a development server. Obviously they should have all access to that same role, same EC2, same service, right? If only let's assume that if only one particular developer need, in that case why should I go with role? I should go with user then. Let's assume that I don't want to provide access to 50 users. Okay, 50 developers. What I will do then? I want to make it only for 5 users. I'll go with again those 5 users here. Right. That is
So
how it works.
you will create users rather than creating a role, right?
Exactly. It depends on your requirement. I can go
Okay.
with anyone. Right.
Okay. Fine.
It's up to you. Whichever is preferable for you, whichever is convenient to you,
Okay.
you can go with that. You have an option, right? Only I need is you have to understand what is the difference between role and user. Are
So
you
when
clear
we
now?
use,
Yes.
Amar, just if we are using role when we have large number of people, we create role and we give that access to the rest of the people, right?
Simple. EC2 instances will give access to role. So to this EC2 instance, how many users they have access? They can access this AWS account also then. In simple words, you can give the same role access to any number of EC2 instances. Is that what your doubt?
No, I mean my question is, let's say if there are like few people in the group who
In
you don't
development
have
team.
to give, in development team you don't have to give role access. You can give them access individually. If
Yes,
there are
you are
large
right.
number of people, then we have to create role and then we have to give this access to everyone, right?
Yes, but don't say in this way. In interview, whenever interviewer
No,
asks
just
you,
want to
don't say
understand.
if it
Yeah.
is large number will go with role. Don't say this statement. It's not
Okay.
correct statement. Okay.
Okay.
So the correct statement is, if like let's assume that all developer needs like particular AWS service access, then simply I'll create a role and attach to that particular like where that those guys have access to EC2 instance. So simple. That is one word. One more thing is, whenever like let's assume that if I have more number of people, instead of going with like that many user creation in AWS, simply I will go with a role. Then that role I will attach to my EC2 instance, their EC2 instance. Okay. So that is actually for security purpose as well as for cost respective also. Yes, someone is saying something.
Yeah, I was saying, so correct me if I'm wrong. So in the first level of hierarchy, we have the root. Then comes the users, and then comes the role, right?
Not sure what you are
I think
asking. Not
it is
clear.
according to the requirement. I think it
Can
is
you
according
ping
to
me
the
once?
company's requirement.
Can Vicky, can you ping what you said?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So Vicky, actually you have to check your settings, man.
Yeah.
Please check that. At least try to log in from mobile. I don't know from where you logged in. Have you logged in from mobile or laptop? Okay. Meanwhile, like someone please start your sharing. Again, we can't go with
Make me
Vicky.
present. I'll go.
Yes.
Make me present. I'll go.
Sure,
I
sure.
was just making fun of him. That's all.
I have no problem. So, guys, I'm expecting from everybody to share your screen. It's not only for Sam. So every day Sam only is uh, volunteering. It's not good. So yeah, open your putty session now.
Yes.
Yes, Vicky, you're right. So
Okay.
first level hierarchy is root means the main user. The default user you are getting for AWS account, right? That user is called as root user. Then users, then role. You're right. Now let's go to your AWS account.
Okay.
So IAM services, IAM.
Yes.
Okay, here roles. Click on roles. Create role. So create role. So select EC2. Ah, EC2. Now next permissions. Add the permissions. Policy is nothing but permission. So which permission you need? Do you want to attach EC2 role, EC2 full permission, S3 full permission? So we have number of services in AWS, right? To which service exactly that particular team, that maybe development team need access. So those are all services I will give. I will attach. You can attach
I've
multiple.
given. Okay.
Okay, now next, as of now, let's go with EC2. Maybe later on you can add new stuff also. Don't select S3 bucket. Just remove S3 bucket. Hmm. Next tags. Tags, if at all required, you can add it. Otherwise, just leave it. Yeah, it's up to you. Hmm. So provide some role name. Maybe development role. Maybe whatever, like for which purpose you are creating this role. So simply we'll give the role name. Don't give any space. Yeah, now create role. So check the policies, which policies you attached. So your policies EC2 full access you given to this role, right? Now create
Yes.
role. Okay, good. Now, how to attach this role to that particular EC2? Let's assume that, so this is for maybe development team. Okay, so you'll get the one of the EC2 instance. Maybe I will ask you. I'll ask a development team from which EC2 instance you want to access my AWS services. So he has to name one EC2. Or else, if we don't have any existing, okay, maybe he may ask one more server. So I want one more server. From there, I want to access my. It's up to them, right? It doesn't
Right.
matter. He will give the requirement from where he want to access it. Now go to EC2 services. Select EC2. So I can attach this IAM role while creation of EC2, even after creation of EC2 also. Select EC2.
We're spinning. Yeah.
So how to attach it for existing EC2 instance means simple. Select the EC2, go to actions, open the running
Shall I go on
instance.
running instances? Shall I go on
Yes,
running
yes,
instances?
yes. right. Running means already available EC2. So I'll get the name from development team, right? So here select it, go to settings. The third one, attach or replace in instance setting itself. Third, in instance
This
settings.
one, right? Okay.
No, not that one. Go to settings. In settings, third one, attach or replace IAM role. Okay. So in that way, you can provide so for this EC2 instance, you are providing the role now. So select the role. And do you have already have AWS CLI there in
No,
that
I don't have it.
instance?
I need to download it. I need to download it.
Okay, no problem. So apply it now. Apply. Okay, now log into that putty session. Install it. Again, AWS CLI mandatory, guys. Even if you go with role, if you go with user, it doesn't matter. You have to go install that AWS CLI first for sure. Spelling wrong. Double H
Oh.
you given. Yeah, now pip 3.6 space install AWS CLI. Okay, so as we did not install with M package, so it won't go to the correct path. So export small letters. First, do one thing. First, try AWS hyphen version. Check it.
I've tried it.
Then only go with this.
I've tried it already.
Oh, you tried already. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So what is path, guys? What is path, guys? Why should I go? Why should I add my AWS command path to this path? Just do AWS hyphen version now. Yeah, it's working now. Okay. Now AWS space configure. But here you no need to provide any credentials. Just simply enter. Enter. Now default region. You have to give the region name, right? Otherwise it won't take.
Okay.
Again run it. So this time credentials are not required, guys. Simply so get the region name from AWS account. US hyphen East hyphen 2. It's up to you. You can change it later. So default output format also it's up to you. So table, whichever is comfortable to you. Now which permission I have to this I have for this role, guys? Only
Full
EC2, right?
access.
Only to the instance.
Oh, EC2 full access, not others. So I can do anything related to EC2, but not related. Can you try AWS S3 space LS? Is it possible? Is it possible, guys?
Not working.
No.
See, but AWS EC2 will work because I have EC2 full access for that role. No, not like that. AWS EC2 describe EC2 instance. Describe hyphen instances. So today without space, guys.
Okay.
Without space. Describe hyphen instances. Today I want to give some tasks to you guys in AWS. So are you ready for that?
Yes.
Okay, so write down the
Yes, sir.
notes.
Yes.
So I'm expecting from everybody, guys, this task. Very simple. You will get the answers within 5 minutes. But I need, let's see how many will do that. Yeah. How to create an EC2 instance from command line. Not
AWS,
from
we can create.
browser. I'm sorry?
AWS easy to create for AWS CLI.
That I need don't say that in call or maybe in group. Okay, I need private answers, private replies
Oh,
in WhatsApp. Okay, don't say in group, don't reply in group also.
you say given in 5
Okay,
minutes, right?
I'm sorry.
You say given in a 5 minutes.
Yes, you're right. Yes, it's a 5 minutes task only, not even 5 minutes. You will get direct answers, but all you need is how to search, right? How to create EC2 instance. Second, how to start, how to stop. Maybe that's a one question itself. How to start, how to stop.
Instance in CLI, sir.
Yes, from CLA I'm asking. From CLA, how to stop. Next.
Okay.
In the
In
same
CLI.
way, you can try. Yeah, in the same way, you can try how to create a key also. I want to
First
create
question also
key.
in AWS CLI.
Everything in CLI only, not in console.
That is
Console
what
is very
because you
easy,
said
right?
AWS, right? So I did not mention. Okay, no problem.
CLI itself.
It really
I'm
mentioned
not
task for
asking it.
AWS, right? So
Yes. Next, how to create a key. So, did you remember while creation of EC2 instance, it's asking to create a key, or maybe
Yes.
you. So, do you want to use existing or new key? So that one I can make it in command line also. How to again this key name you have to give while creation of EC2. Next, even I can create a user also. IAM user also from command line. Create a user IAM user from command line. But to do that, what service you need for that role or for that user?
IAM
Let's
service.
assume that I want to create a user from command line. Then to that particular like from where you are running your command to that role or to that user, which permission I need? IAM role.
IAM.
IAM permission they need. Then only they can create. So first of all, what you have to do? You have to create a role or user with IAM permission. Then attach it to this EC2. Then after run these commands. Otherwise it won't work out. Don't say my command is not working. I'm not expecting command. I'm expecting the answer also. Okay. So how to create a user? IAM user. Make it as IAM users. Maybe you may think it's Linux user. I need IAM user. Even role also there itself. The fourth question itself. In the fourth question itself, IAM user and IAM
I'll put it
role
here, no
also.
problem.
Your wish. Now this one little difficult. Not difficult. Okay. So let's assume that I have one EC2 instance. Okay, guys, I have one EC2 instance. I want to start that EC2 every day 9 a.m. and stop EC2 like every day 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. IST. How can I do that? I want you guys to do some R&D on this.
Okay.
So did you get my question? So let's
So
assume
through
that
Linux box, or you're talking about Linux box, or only through console?
this one it's up to you. I need answer.
Okay.
Okay, but try from both.
Okay.
Okay. So did you get my point? So let's see today, like every day, Sam, before he like his practice is starting EC2 instance. Again after practice he is stopping, right? Maybe it
Right.
let's assume that every day our class starts at 7 o'clock. So 6:55 my server should start my EC2 automatically. Again at 8 o'clock, 8:30 my
It
EC2
will shut
instance
down.
should stop automatically. I should not do that. Even if I get also, it should stop automatically. How to make it? Okay. So that one I need. So this is actually not even this is also not difficult one. Very easy only. But let's see how many can do that. All I need is just ideas also fine. How you want to do it? How you can do this? I need some answers from you guys. Okay. So write down why you're not writing. So did you get my question, Sam?
Hmm. Yeah.
how you can, maybe your wish, how to start an EC2 instance, how to start or stop the EC2 instance at particular, maybe automatically at specific times as per schedule. That is also okay, no issues. Yes, so I need this answer. Let's see how many can do that. Guys, don't take tasks easily, okay? Because if you do your task, then only you can make at least some knowledge. Otherwise, no, simply listening our class won't help you at all. Okay, if you do these tasks, then only I'll give the next task. Otherwise, no. It's up to you. Even whoever doing questions, they also like won't get the questions. Again, next task. Completely your dedication. Okay, yeah, go ahead now. Go to your
Yeah.
Linux mission. So I'm expecting answers from everybody. Don't send individual message. I mean, like one question one time, say second question one more time, something like that. All questions I need one time from everybody. Okay, so individually, reply individually, not in the group. Maybe if you guys did maybe together, that is also I don't have any problem. It's up to you guys. If you want to discuss and do it like together also, I don't have any problem. But all I need is everybody should be participated. So guys, are you clear about IAM now?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Again, there is a group concept also, but it's simple. So go back to IAM. Go to IAM.
Yeah, I'm going one second.
Go to IAM. Then
It's going.
here there is a concept called groups. So it's related to users only. The groups also create new group. Group name, maybe development team, something like that. Development team, maybe application team, some name you can give. Like next step. So by default, in group, nobody will be there. Okay, direct attach the policies. What policies you need, it's up to you. Okay, for this development team step, create group. So by default, nobody will be there in that group. So now onwards, let's assume that like in development team day to day, so I'm getting new requests, new users coming in. Okay, so instead of attaching, I don't know, already Sam is there, already Bhargav is there. Those are development users, development team users. Already I provided some policies to him, some permissions to him. Okay, then what he will say, if no, if anybody joined newly in his team, he will say same provide, same as my policies. Let's assume that today maybe Vicky joined in his project as a developer. Okay, what Sam will say to me, what Sam will request to me. So hey Amar, we have a Vicky in our project, in our team. Please create a user and also provide the same permission what I have to him. Okay, instead of in that case, what I have to do again, I have to look what permission Sam has. Right. Instead of that, what I can do, I can create a one development team, development group, and for that group, I will ask like what policies he need from Sam for Sam. I'll attach every policy to this group, and whenever a new user join, simply I'll create that user. I'll add that user into this group. I no need to look back about the policies, which policies he need. That is what the purpose of group. Okay, now let's see. Go to users. Let's assume that Vicky is a new user. Okay, add user. Vicky. Now programmatic access and whatever access you need. Let's go.
Yeah.
You can add number of. Just select programmatic access. I don't want to provide a web access. It's up to you. Next
Okay.
permissions.
One
Just
second.
deselect that programmatic access. Not required.
Okay.
Yeah. It's up to you. No, no. Sorry. Not don't delete that programmatic access. AWS
Select
console
that.
access. I'm asking.
You want me to select
Yes.
this?
Select programmatic. Unselect management console.
Management console. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Now next permissions. So in this step, I no need to attach individual policies to individually. So just scroll up. Here you have three options. Scroll up. Pike.
Scroll up. Yeah. 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 Scroll up. Okay. Attach existing
No, not
policies.
down. Scroll up.
Scrolling down, Sam. Scroll up.
I've already scrolled up already.
So yes, I got it now.
Yeah.
See here, guys. You have three options. Add user to group. That is the default option. Copy permissions from existing user. Means I can select existing user if I have anything. Maybe from Sam. Already Sam user is there. I attach some policies to user, Sam user. So I want to get the same policies. Then select this option. Or else I want to attach policies now. Then attach existing policies. Okay, or else add users to group. Select that. It's up to you. Whichever is preferable to you, you can go with that. Add users. Now select your group. To which group you want to add these users. So tags.
Yeah.
Next. So here individually I'm not attaching policies. Next review. So tag is not mandatory. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Now create users. So for that development group, whatever the permissions you have, you will get all the permissions to your three users. That is what group. It's nothing. Okay, just for maybe convenient purpose, I'm using group instead of individual users. Okay. So are you clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, one question,
So
Aman.
everyone can sign it by using this link, right? Everyone can sign on the
Exactly.
same link.
Not only
Same
these
as.
three users, all the IAM users should access to this link itself. It's not separate link, guys. Let's so whoever part of one account should log in with one ID itself. I mean this link itself. Okay. Again, if you are using one more account, one more AWS account, it is possible in the same project you may have multiple accounts also, multiple AWS accounts in same project. It is possible. For development purpose, one AWS account. For QA purpose, one AWS. If it is a big project, okay, it's up to you. You're based on your requirement, based on your organization. Yeah, someone was asking something.
Yes, Amar. Yes, Amar. It is Sam. Samuel here. Can
Yes,
we
Samuel.
assign group policies also, so that
Yes.
one small concept I'm thinking of, like say you're adding users to a group.
Mm-hmm.
Why not create a group with some certain policies, and if those users need those policies, directly straight away add the user to that kind of a group.
That's what we did now, right? So I created a group. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then I attached some policies, and then after I created a user, that user I attached to that group. The same
Okay.
thing I did now.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So guys, this is what IAM. So are you clear about IAM now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now the next topic is network in AWS. So before that, I have to start with my screen. Sam, one question, not only for Sam, everybody.
Yeah.
I have one internet connection, I have taken one connection, internet connection. So by default, how many IP addresses you will get
One.
You go
One.
for one.
from
You go
internet
for
provider? Only
only
one,
one.
right? Then,
Yes.
okay. Then how you are able to access internet from this many devices in your home? Like you may access from laptop, mobiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up
Wi-Fi
to 10,
router.
That
15
is
devices you can
Wi-Fi.
access.
We'll have a
How it is?
router.
that is DHCP, domain host control. That will
Yeah,
decide.
even though you are connecting your wide network to Wi-Fi, and from that Wi-Fi you're getting the connection.
Right.
But how again you're getting the IP address? Again, for each system and laptop and mobile, you need an IP address to connect into to the internet,
The
right?
Yep.
DNS and DHCP will do that.
That's fine, but you received only one IP. I'm asking, how come you are getting this many IP addresses again?
So
You
there
received
are
only one IP, okay, so from the internet provider, but you are able to connect from this many devices by using the Wi-Fi. How your Wi-Fi is getting more IPs for you? Again, it should be individual IP, right? Let's assume that I have one laptop and mobile. Okay, definitely these two have two IP addresses.
so there is a public IP address and private IP address.
Exactly. So, guys, there is a concept of public and private networks
Mm.
in anywhere, not only in AWS. Public and private networks. So actually, here in your home Wi-Fi that router will do mean it will create a private network for you when you connect your wide connection to the router. Okay, it will create a private network again for you in your home. So these private network you cannot connect from outside. So what will happen means, let's assume that I connected my laptop to the Wi-Fi, and when I open a google.com, actually it's not directly going to the internet. First it will go to my Wi-Fi router. There it will take my public IP, whatever the IP provided by the internet provider, and with that IP only it will go outside. And in the same way, when it comes to like inside, first it will come to my Wi-Fi only. There it will replace my private IP, then it will come to my laptop. So this
Right.
is so why public and private required means for cost. So you have multiple advantages. Why this public and private concept is required? Means let's assume that I need 10. I have 10 laptops. I want to have internet connections to 10 laptops. But if I take 10 connections, you have to pay more, right? For 10 connections, you have to pay to get like 10 IPs. Yes or no? The public IPs. So
Yes.
instead of that, what I am doing? So simply, I'm attaching that. I'm connecting that wide network to my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is creating internally. There is an algorithm actually internally in that router. So that algorithm will create private IPs for you, private network for you. But again, it's not like as many as private IPs you cannot generate. It's based on the main network. Based on the main network only, you can generate as many as. If you take home connection, hardly 10, 15 IPs, maybe like members you can join from your home, not more than that. If it is exceeds, it won't connect. So the next person cannot. Let's assume that in your home you have 10 devices. Okay, so it's based on the your main connection, which provided by your network provider. Not more than that. Based on that range only, you will get a number of IPs. Even your router can produce only that many. Not maybe like 20, 30, 50 IP addresses. It cannot provide your router. If you take corporate connection, you'll get more IP. The range will be huge. I'll explain that range and all in tomorrow class. Okay. So again, so we don't have enough time now to explain that. But as of now, Just I'm giving heads up about the public and private concept. Okay, guys. In tomorrow class, it's enough for today. So in tomorrow class, we'll discuss about this public and private concept clearly.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So how
Okay
many
then,
classes
guys.
we have in AWS till, Amar? How many classes we have?
Maybe VPC next class tomorrow. Then after
Okay.
auto scaling one class, load balancer one class.
So
So
we have
total
more
4
three
classes.
classes.
3
Okay.
more classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll be
Okay
done
then,
with
guys.
it.
Yes,
Thank
you're
you.
right.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Amar.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Have
Thank
a
you
good day.
very much.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.